Hi everyone, my name is Mary Newton, and today I'll be presenting on the UTHealth Houston McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics Undergraduate Accelerated Master's Program, commonly known as the 4+1 program, and I'm a graduate of both the 4+1 program and the Master's program from here at McWilliams. So what is biomedical informatics? This is the long definition that you see your first day of class here with us. Simply put, there's a much better way to explain it, and you use data to transform and power human health. We focus specifically on human health, but many of these aspects can be easily translated to any other field of study. And these are our programs here offered at McWilliams. We will be focusing on the 4+1 program, which is very similar to our graduate certificate program here in yellow, it's very similar to our master's degree, as it is half of our master's degree. We also have our dual programs and our doctorate in health informatics and our PhD in biomedical informatics programs as well. Now, what is the 4+1 program? The 4+1 program is an integrated program that incorporates graduate curriculum into a student's undergraduate curriculum. This means that the student can take up to 5 classes with us, or 15 credit hours, and typically about 9 of those credit hours are then transferred back into the student's undergraduate host institution. This means that the student can take less classes as an undergraduate, and it can help them finish even a little bit faster, and at the same time they can get their graduate certificate, which, as I said earlier, is half of your master's degree with us. So in order to apply to our program, the student must meet certain eligibility requirements. One of the main ones is that the student must be in a pre-approved major, and in order to see which of the pre-approved majors from each undergraduate host institution that we have the program with, you can go ahead and check our website or check your host institution as well. In addition, you need a minimum of 72 credit hours by program start date. In addition to this, the student must have at least 1 semester as a true college student, as we know that certain students may already be eligible after their high school graduation due to programs such as early college or dual enrollment programs. In addition to this, the student must have a minimum recommended GPA of a 3.0 or higher, and they need 1 letter of recommendation as well. This letter of recommendation, we do prefer it from a faculty in the student's degree program. However, we also understand that sometimes a student's job supervisor may be a better fit to provide the letter of recommendation as well. This is our application process. For the 4+1 program, our application process does differ slightly from our traditional graduate certificate and from our master's program. And by this, I mean it's a 3-step application process. First, the student will fill out an online pre-application. This pre-application is very similar to our formal application in that it asks for student demographics, what the student is involved in, such as any extracurricular activities. It asks for a copy of the student's transcript, their contact information for whoever will be recommending them, a 1 to 2 page goal statement explaining how this program can help them achieve their goals, and a 1 to 2 page CV or resume. The resume does not have to be incredibly formal. The application committee just wants to use that information to learn a little bit more about the student. If the student successfully completes step 1 of the process and is selected, they will then be invited to an interview. This interview is not very formal. It is a chance for the student to get to know our program and for our application committee to get to know the student. At this time, if there's any questions or concern by either the application committee or the student, it will be brought up. If the student successfully completes the interview and is invited to complete the formal application, it will be very similar to the pre-application. The only difference is that there is a $38 application fee, and the students will apply through GradCast. They will receive a specialized link after they complete their interview stage if selected. This is our first track available to our 4+1 students. This is the Applied Biomedical Informatics track. In this track, students will learn about health systems such as electronic health records, and some of the main ones students will focus on are Epic, Cerner, and Athena. They will also learn about healthcare legislation and health information security protocols as well. This is an example of a class certificate that the students will take. This track specifically will vary depending on the undergraduate host institution and the courses chosen for that student by that undergraduate host institution. These classes may look slightly different. However, 5300, which is our very first class, Introduction to Biomedical Informatics, will always stay the same. This class teaches students what they need to communicate with each other. For example, if the student is coming in from a medical or a biology background, they might find that BMI 5300 does contain a lot of engineering or management information systems terms. Those same students who are in engineering or in management information systems will find that the class is very biology and medical terminology heavy. This is so that students can understand each other and understand the systems they will use in healthcare while making sure the playing field is level. Students will then take 4 specialization courses, and like I said, these courses may differ slightly depending on the agreement between undergraduate host institutions. Next is our research track, is what we commonly call it, but it is our biomedical informatics track. This track focuses on designing, finding, and innovating solutions to modern healthcare problems. In addition, some sub-focuses might be areas such as clinical informatics or genomics or bioinformatics. And again, everybody will take the same class for the first class, and the other 4 classes will be chosen by the undergraduate host institution and McWilliams. And again, these 4 specialization courses might be slightly different depending on each class and each major. Next is our health data track. Our health data track focuses on the interrelatedness of healthcare with data and data visualizations. Students will also get to learn programs such as Python through this course. An example of our track for health data is this. So here you can see that the students have Python as one of the classes they take, as well as health information and visualization analysis. And in methods, students are expected to learn Python, but they are expected to have a little bit of knowledge already in Python. And again, everybody takes that same class. This is one of our next tracks. This is pharmacy informatics. And again, this is the area of focus of managing pharmacy practices and combining it with biomedical informatics. This is an example for your 2 electives that are chosen at the end. It is from an approved list of electives that the undergraduate host institution and McWilliams chose for the students to have the options to take. And again, everybody takes that first same class. This is the public health informatics track. This track really focuses on the interrelatedness of public health and biomedical informatics. What makes this track stand out is that students will also learn concepts such as epidemiology and biostatistics. So this is an example of our public health informatics track. So as you can see, first class is the same as it has been throughout the rest of this PowerPoint. In addition, students will take 1 elective. Similar to the pharmacy informatics track, the elective is a list of pre-approved electives chosen by McWilliams and by the undergraduate host institution. These are our application deadlines. Our application deadlines very rarely change. For spring admission, it will always be October 1st for our pre-application. And for summer, it will always be February 1st. And for fall, it will always be June 1st. An easy way to remember is that the pre-application is always due 1 month before the formal application is due. For our master's and our certificate programs and our formal application, the deadlines are November 1st, March 1st, and July 1st. As I said, it is year-round admissions. So what kind of work can you do with an informatics degree? These are just some options, but the opportunities are truly endless, and in particular, some positions might have different names across different fields, but at the end of the day, it is still very similar in terms of job tasks and requirements. For example, at a hospital, you might be called a clinical data scientist, and at a community health center, you may be called a data scientist or a data analyst. Some common fields that have many different positions throughout them are clinical data warehousing, natural language processing, EHR phenotyping, population health, quality improvement and project management, and clinical decision support systems. So here are some of the benefits for completing our accelerated master's program. As seen, and as mentioned earlier, you get to complete your graduate degree at the same time as an undergraduate degree, and not every school provides this opportunity to students. You also get to transfer credits back into your undergraduate institution, and in some cases, it can even help you graduate from your undergraduate institution a little bit quicker. And as mentioned, the courses can be 100% online. Students can come to our campus in Houston and take classes in person. Most students tend to choose to take classes online as they can stay in their host institution and stay close to their family and where they live. So here are some of the frequently asked questions. What is the difference between the application process for the master's program and for the 4+1 program or the certificate program? The difference is that the master's program does require 3 letters of recommendation and the goal statement is slightly longer. Another common question we get is from students is, do they have to continue with our master's specifically? While we would like for them to continue with our master's, students can choose to continue on with any other graduate program that they wish. This can include professional schools such as medical schools or dental schools or PA schools. Students can choose to pursue a master's degree or a PhD degree at any other institution, or students can go into the workforce with just their graduate certificate and their bachelor's degree. For what do students need to be successful? We just ask students to have good time management skills and a willingness to learn and ask questions. As we always say, we do not know if the student needs help until they come up to ask us. Now, for how is the latest you can start the program, you need to have a minimum of at least 3 semesters before applying to the program. This includes summer semesters. This is so that you have time to finish our graduate certificate as an undergraduate. Now, for the financial aid, that depends on 2 factors. It depends on the student's undergraduate host institution and on the package the student receives from their undergraduate host institution. It is not a one-size-fits model, and it is very personalized to each student, so we cannot say for sure how your financial aid will work. And if you're interested in applying, here is a QR code that will take you directly to our pre-application. You should be able to stop and start that pre-application anytime you wish. However, depending on your cookie settings, your browser settings, and our security settings on the device you are completing our pre-application, you may have to restart your pre-application if you choose to leave it. However, if all that you're missing is several documents, more than likely one of our admissions advisors will reach out to you confirming if you have submitted your documents or not, and you can let us know if you wish to attach your documents to your pre-application. Here's the contact information. My email is right there. And then we also have the contact information for Dr. Jeanette Brashears, who is our Assistant Director of South Texas, and she is also in charge of our 4+1 program. Thank you.